Bloody hell, that was a wake-up call. Yeah, beautiful view.
What would you say is like the most wild thing that you've done?
Has anybody ever recorded you falling?
What does freedom mean to you?
Good morning, chaps. This is a new series about greenlaning days with subscribers. If you're season pro, you can teach me a few things and push me out of my comfort zone. If you're a total beginner and you'd like to give it a go, then I can show you a few things and push you out of your comfort zone. At the same time, showcasing our beautiful British countryside. You don't need to be old, but if you're a little bit wild and have a free spirit, that'll go a long way. Today I'm heading up to North Devon to meet Ken, and he's quite experienced, so I can imagine it's going to be quite testing for me today, especially in these conditions, because we've had a lot of rain and it's not particularly nice today as well. I met Ken 2 weeks ago. Me and Helen hadn't long come back from Morocco, and I met up with Saddlebag 73, Ken and Mr. Dave, and I took them on a route that I'd done the previous week with Helen. Now, Saddlebag 73 has been such a support for this channel. Before Morocco we were hardly noticed, and he loved the channel and he shared his interest in us on his own channel, which actually, you know, probably trebled my subscribers at a time. And it's been a big support ever since. Now Ken is a friend of Saddlebag's, and Saddlebag's recommended him to watch us, and Ken started watching when Helen was learning to ride. He started watching the Total Beginner to Greenlaner series, and wow, he was just a massive support, especially for Helen, because, you know, she had a tough time of it really, because she had, you know, up to 4 or 5 falls, sometimes crashes each time we went out, and he was just a massive support. Commented on every video, and he's done the same all the way through the Morocco trip. So he's like the #1 subscriber, so it's only fitting that we start this series with Ken. Welcome to Devon. It's a nice windy roads now. Can't remember what that view looks like. Well, it's the A38. No, A30 down there. On a day like this, how useless is green energy? Not windy enough to turn the wind turbines, and totally cloudy. So that ain't gonna power any solar panel. I just saw 3 wind turbines. I'll try and catch them on the way back. Absolutely stationary. I reckon all electric car users should only use their cars on either a bright sunny day or a nice windy day, because only then can you call yourself green. If you wanted to do 500 miles now, where's the energy going to come from? What produced your electricity? Guaranteed it's bloody fossil fuels. So yeah, we're heading for Barnstable, and I used to know this area quite well. The coastline of North Devon is just absolutely superb. And yeah, it'd be nice to take Helen there sometime, because she's never been there. And if you're wondering why Helen isn't with me, it's because her job now means she has to work every other weekend. So that's one of the things that gave me an idea to do this greenlaning with subscribers. So okay, I have Ken in front of me now, and we are in a coastal area called Braunton, and we're going to start our greenlaning from here, and I'm excited. Really cool. I haven't got to worry about navigation. Don't have to keep my eyes on my phone, because I'm going to follow Ken. I think Ken's very much like me when it comes to motorbiking. Even though tomorrow I'm going to be going with Saddlebag 73 on his ride out, and that's, I think for me really is just to meet some guys who either follow the channel or yeah, be nice to meet some other YouTubers as well. But it'd be the first time I've ever done that, and both me and Ken, we don't like big crowds, and we prefer adventure for sure over any other form of road bike riding. So looks like our first green lane. Yeah, go for it. I was talking to Ken earlier, and he'd done the there's a trial competition called, oh, I hate these narrow tracks, I'm terrible, and it's a Land's End one competition, and yeah, it's a possibility he might have won his the category that he went in, and that's, oh, I'm not finding this easy. I never do these narrow tracks. Whoa, it's a bit slippery. Yay! I might have to lower my tyres. I don't know. I don't know about that, what to do. Seems like Ken has his quite low, but whoa, this is different for me. Definitely different for me. Wow. Slippery, slidey rock steps. Oh. Bloody hell, that was a wake-up call. Oh.
I've thought I could hear you thundering along behind me.
Oh, don't worry. No, I had to I slipped a bit, put my feet down, and of course, it takes a while before you can stand up again.
Yeah.
And narrow tracks is both mine and Helen's biggest nightmare. It's fine because we've got to get used to it, but
It's slippery as well today, isn't it, that one?
oh yeah, he's slippery, yeah. And yeah, it might help tyres down, but I've never done it. The only time I've lowered tyre pressures is on sand, and we didn't always do that. But yeah, no, that's good, yeah.
The blood flowing.
Well, yeah, my arms are pumped out now.
I'll just show you the gateway with a view now that saddlebags will never beat it.
Oh, awesome! Look at that for a gateway with a view, eh? Saddlebags, heat your heart out, mate. Oh, it's got a bit of everything. It's got a gate, it's got sheep, got green, it's got the ocean, and you probably can't see it on here, it's got a beach as well. Awesome. Okay, another one of Ken's specials. He's gone ahead because GoPro wouldn't work. Oh, I'm not getting much footage of Ken, am I? I can't keep up with the bugger. Whoa! Here we go again. What speed you go? Boy! Do you power for the mud or do you take it easy? I don't bloody know. One day I'll go for it fast and think, yay, that's the way to do it. But good thing about my noisy exhaust, kind of know that I'm coming. He slowed up for me, that's nice. I'd like to think I caught up with him, but I doubt it. Oh no, I'm in a rut here. Ah! Fucking hell, I nearly caught my I nearly broke my leg then. I went in the wrong. I've got to try and get out of this. I'm in a fucking great rut here. Right, we're okay. Oh, Ken is definitely adventurous. That's for sure. Garlic out, lovely. Seen a few bluebells earlier, so that'd be nice to see some in the woods. Well, like I said in the introduction, I want to be tested, and well, these conditions, I mean, those routes wouldn't be too much of a problem, but with them being a bit greasy, it always makes it so much more testing. And yeah, it's nice to be tested, and Ken's doing a great job of that. So this is a place called Lee. Oh, what a lovely cottage. Nice colour. Nice red as well. Hi. The old post office. I'm pretty sure I've been here before, and it's quite a pretty place. It's a nice valley. So where's Ken taking me now? Certainly never been up here. Sorry, no views yet. Oh, there must be a nice gateway view there. Or maybe not. Hello. Unsuitable for motors. Awesome. Oh, it's nice of them. Opening the gate first. Thank you very much. Wow, lovely. Yeah, beautiful view. I picked up off the floor a spring. Didn't know if it was mine, but it is. I'm gonna have to fix it. Yeah, I must have broke my side stand, you know, where the spring clips on, and yeah, it's up with her. There's whales over there. Yeah, so I've only got my centre stand at the moment. Wow, this is one of the prettiest, or if not the prettiest, green lane I've been on in the UK. One of those where you want to look around, but you got to keep your eye keep your eye on the road. Very nice. That gorge looked pretty. Ken has only about 10 psi in his rear tyre, probably quite low in his front, and mine's still on about 32. So me and Helen, I think it'd be a good idea to start experimenting with lowering tyres, as long as it's, I suppose, not going to go too quick over lumps and bumps, so you don't damage your rim. You know, having those lower tyre pressures will certainly give you more grip, and I think we need to think about that green laning at the moment, because it's going to be damp. It's very damp, and you know, very slippery. He told me it helps over rocks. It even helps when you go through mud, and with it being softer, it helps to get rid of the mud between your tread. So that's a problem I've had in the past. The fun of green laning, right? Well, especially with a GoPro, sometimes they don't work because the batteries start to run flat, and I went through this muddy puddle and water went everywhere. There's muddy water, and yeah, it's bloody mud all over my spectacles and on my visor now. So yeah, I cleaned my spectacles, didn't clean my visor, so I got my visor up, and about a bloody ton every minute of flies going in my face. Anyway, Ken said there was a deep one. I don't think he's wrong about this. I think I'll go the same way that he's going. Of course, I decided to go on this other deep puddle, a different part to him, and oh, I went in the rut then, and yeah, it went a bit deep. Oh, this is fun. Well, I'm going to turn up to Saddlebags bike ride thingy. Filthy, because I haven't got a spare kit of motorbike gear. I can power wash my bike. There's nothing to polish, so I'm going to be the filthiest git there. I think that lane Helen would like. She loves the water. My right boot is absolutely drenched. I wish I knew we was going to have a lot of water, because I got these hiking gaiters, and they actually help. that I stick over the boots. Yeah, mistake, not bringing them. Okay. Look at the view. Yeah. Right, want another one? Yay! Has anybody ever recorded you falling? Hey, first for everything. Hold on, mate. Yeah, hold on. I thought I'd better slow up here, it's looking a bit dodgy. And I saw you whip round, I thought, fucking hell.
It's a good one.
Alright. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's walk it for a bit. And lovely woods. I know where we are now, but I don't know where I am, if you know what I mean. But we're heading into a village called Stoke Rivers. And oh, a green lane already, look. Public byway. What's he got in store for us this time? I feel bad now. I ain't got a side stand, so I've got an excuse not to shut the gate for you.
One of my favourite little lanes here.
Yeah?
It's about 2.5 miles long.
Oh, is it?
Fair run, like.
Okay. I'll need to use the loo afterwards then. So, this is one of Ken's favourites. And I don't know if you heard, yeah, it's about 2.5 miles long. That's really long for a lane in the UK. Really long. So I don't know even if I got the footage on where Ken fell around a corner, because the GoPro's seized, probably overheated or something. Because he's used to trials biking, the object of the game is to get around a course without putting your feet down. So his pride got on his way, or stubbornness, or whatever you want to call it, and yeah, he didn't want to put his feet down, and that's why he came a cropper. Hard to get out of a mindset sometimes. So I mean, I was a bit like that doing green laning, so I decided, yeah, certain situations, slow up, you know, put your feet down if you need to. Ooh. Okay, the hedgerows are going to keep us out of all those views, so I thought I'd stop here now. I wonder how my pumped up tyres are going to handle this, because will I get converted to running on low pressures? I don't know. I mean, I've always listened to Brett Tracks, and he doesn't agree with lowering pressures, even for mud. So I've always taken his advice, but that's just the way he does it. Maybe there's more than one way to cook a, eh? More than one way to do something, yeah. So it's, look, at the moment it just shows, yeah, there's a bit of speed, but it's a bit gnarly and a bit rutty, so might have a bit of everything. Oh, just a little bit, my legs are a bit pumped. Maybe I wasn't stood up enough, because I had my bent legs all the time then. If you see me stood up a lot, it's most of the time actually. It's to get a good view for the camera, you know. Really, so you haven't got that bloody windscreen in the way all the time. Oh, it's nice. It's not slow, but it's nice. Oh, I'm man. Oh, fucking hell. Dickhead. Oh, I thought it was doing well, look. Oh, my backhand is really going. Now, whether it's clogged right up, now that's a good reason to lower your tyre pressures, isn't it? Definitely making me think about tyre pressures. I always carry a pump with me, so there's no excuse really. Just have to get into the habit of lowering the pressures. I mean, I like to have higher pressures on the road, so I just love those yellow fields. If I was 10 foot tall like Saddlebag 73, then I'd probably be able to get a good view over these hedgerows. Ah, that's why they blocked the road off. Because of the pipe. Oh, I didn't show you it, no. The farmer blocked off the road. Oh, flip. Now I'm in a... Oh, up against here. Can I get across? Yep. He got through that without... Oh, fucking... He got through that without putting his feet down. I didn't. Amazing, so many insects are just flying into my face. Amazing. It must be this stuff. Maybe that's what they're being attracted by. It smells lovely. It really does. What do you call it? Rapeseed, that's it. Oh wow. Bloody loads of it around here. Get a chance to see the colours now instead of watching the road. Lovely jubbly. Ah, look, there's some beehives down there. Just down there also. Okay, another unmetalled roadie. See if I can do this without bloody slipping and falling. Can you, messy bugger? Oh, lovely. A pond. I know I keep on about it, but I'm just wondering whether lowering the pressures would just give me more confidence in these conditions. It's bound to, isn't it? Especially if it works. But then, if Brett tracks right about, you know, when you got contact tyres, it digs down to the hardest mud underneath. I don't know.
Thanks very much. That was awesome, that was. The theme of our channel was like old, wild and free. You know, and obviously you fit in with the first
A little bit old.
first thing.
Get that.
But the nature of what we do is a bit more on the wild side. I mean, you know, I thought to myself when we were riding, like the vast majority of people find motorbiking a bit wild, and then a huge amount of motorbikers find greenlaning a bit wild. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I want to ask, did you just sort of agree with that? You know, because there's all different levels of wildness.
Yeah, and so many people have. I'm heading up towards 70 now. So many people of my age got their pipe and slippers on, and you hardly see them outdoors, let alone ride a bike or up a lane or anything like that.
So in a sense, the older you get and you're still doing what you love, that's quite a wild thing to do, because like you say, most people pack up, don't they?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not ready to yet.
No. Well, good. You got that spirit, yeah, and you want to keep living, don't you? Yeah. And having that buzz and
if you don't pursue something at my age, what is there?
Yeah.
You know, you just vegetate, don't you?
Yeah.
This gets me out, gets me reasonably fit, and
Yeah.
meet a lot of nice people like yourself,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
saddlebags and all the rest of it.
Yeah. So what would you say is like the most wild thing that you've done that you can be proud of or something? Have you got a memory of like, oh, that was pretty wild what I just done?
The most wild thing.
I mean, it could be, you know, obviously with biking or whatever, we keep that theme. So, I mean, doing the Land's End thing is quite a wild thing to do, I suppose, isn't it?
I suppose, yeah. I mean, a lot of people would be horrified at the thought of 24 hours on a bike.
Yeah, so just explain to people what that is, to people who don't know.
Okay, so it's an event which runs pretty much over 24 hours, and you've got a set route, and on that set route you've got observed green lanes where you're not allowed to put your foot down or you're not allowed to stop, and you're marked accordingly. Like this year's, which is about 2 weeks ago, I suppose I was about 25 hours from door to door. You know, it's quite an event.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Quite an thing to do, really.
Like I say, you convinced me is the thing that I should try and do, because that would be something, riding for that long through the night, doing these lanes, would be quite an experience.
Yeah.
You know?
I think anybody could do it if they want to.
Yeah.
But most people think they can't.
Yeah.
You've just got to push yourself a little bit, haven't you?
But that's partly what I want to do with, say, this series. It's like trying to encourage people to come forward and give it a go, because there's a lot of biking. I mean, I've had comments where they've biking for 40 years, would never dream of doing green laning because they've got fear over it. So I feel like saying, well, come along, let's have a go. Obviously, you need a suitable bike, you know, or maybe they have got a suitable bike, but they just haven't got the guts to give it a go still.
Yeah.
And you've started doing that with people, haven't you?
That's right. I've started taking a few novices out, and you know, some have been riding bikes for years, and to see the fear on their faces as soon as the front wheel slips a little bit, it's quite funny, really. I mean, I shouldn't laugh at them, but because I've been through it myself. You know, we all had to start somewhere. Yeah. But to see experienced riders worried about a little bit of flood.
And some people reckon that doing green laning actually, because of what you come up against, actually makes you a better road rider.
Yeah, there may be something in that. I mean, I've never classed myself as a particularly good road rider or green lane rider, come to that, but I can't see that it would go against you. It's bound to do you good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially winter riding.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a chance, well, you can be on some roads and there's gravel. I mean, I spent 2 miles on a rock. You know, when they're trying to resurface and it's all that loose stuff, you know, that's not very nice, you know, because it's hard underneath and it's like ball bearings sometimes.
That's right.
You've got to be careful. But you come across that sort of stuff and slippy, slidey stuff, you learn green laning, how to balance. You know, whereas most people on the road think they got to lean into a corner, but you don't. You got to do the opposite.
Yeah.
You know, to get stability. That's what I mean. Maybe, you know, where you can learn. I said the other thing is to do with this channel is like feeling free. You know, that's one thing that I felt strong about. You know, about freedom. So if I said to you, what does freedom mean to you, and what has it meant to you?
Freedom these days, I don't know, it's almost like a political football, isn't it? It's getting less and less and less. And I'm finding that going out on 2 wheels, going out into the lanes miles away from people, sometimes you can go down a long lane and just stop and just breathe in the silence and the solitude, just listen to a few birds, and that's as near as I can describe freedom, really.
Yeah.
And I suppose the freedom of not having to sit in a traffic jam and just toddle up the outside. Yeah. Biking is about as near as you get to freedom these days, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Anyway, mate, it's been awesome day.
Yeah, I'm glad you've had a good day.
Thanks, and thanks very much. Alright.
Oh, wasn't that amazing? Ken, alright? I don't know if he said it in the interview, but he's 7 years of age and he's still kicking ass on the green lanes. How wonderful. So, thanks very much for watching. Taddy bye! See you next time! Yee!